I would like to call to order the November 9th, 2021 License Board hearing, and with that, I will read into the record the open meeting law. In accordance with Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, signed by Governor Charles D. Baker on June 16, 2021, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, the Board of License Commissioners will convene via remote conference and services on Tuesday, November 9, 2021 at 4 p.m., airing on Quincy Access Television on channel QATV 9 Government Access. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Susan, can you please call the roll?
Commissioner Castley.
Present.
Director Duca.
Present.
Chief Jackson.
Present.
Chief Keenan.
Present.
Chair Crispo.
Present.
5 members.
Thank you. We do have a full board in attendance today. I will go ahead and get to agenda item number 1. Here regarding the request of the City of Quincy and the gallery at Kilroy Square for a special use one-day liquor license for the exhibition featuring the USS Octopus at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 18th at 5 p.m. This is a private event and will be catered by Boston Butler to provide food and beverage service. I did speak with Mr. Walker from Mayor Koch's office, and he is unable to be here today, but if anyone from the Zoom call has any questions, concerns about the City of Quincy and the gallery at Kilroy Square for a special use one-day liquor license for an exhibition featuring the USS Octopus at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 18th, please raise your hand using the hand feature, or you can also raise your hand and we'll call on you.
I don't see anything.
Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of the City of Quincy and the gallery at Kilroy Square for a special use permit one-day liquor license for their exhibition featuring the USS Octopus at 5 p.m. on Thursday, November 18th, represented by Chris Walker.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item on the agenda is hearing regarding the request of Gateway Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, for a common victual license for the Dunkin' Donuts at 364 C Street due to a change of ownership. Joe Murray. Joe, are you on the call?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Good, thank you. Why don't you tell us what's going on at the Dunkin' Donuts on C Street?
Sure. We're in the process of working with the current owner to sell us that location, the building, and the Dunkin' Donut business. We operate quite a few Dunkins. One of them happens to be at Franklin Street in Quincy. And we're hoping that we can proceed along and purchase this Dunkin' as well. And in order to do that, we need a common victuals license. So we transfer from Paul Cleary over to Gateway, otherwise known as Dunkin' Donuts, or DBA Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, thank you. Zoom members, anyone on the call wish to speak in regards to Gateway Dunkin' Donuts LLC, Dunkin' Donuts, for a common victual license at 360, 364 C Street. Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
Madam Chair, if I could just speak for just a second to Joe. Joe, have you been in touch with our fire prevention office?
No, but I can.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I think that our Inspector Wong was by there and he has a little list of things that need to be rectified.
Oh, sure, no problem.
I was
I'll,
wondering, Madam Chair, if you see fit, if we could issue this license contingent upon a final inspection by the fire, if that's okay?
Of course. Any other questions, concerns from board members?
No, I'd just like to say Mr. Clary was a good operator down for a number of years down at the previous Dunkin' Donuts down there. And I know Joe pretty well, and I know that he represents a good group of people, and I look forward to working with him as well.
Thank you,
Thank
Chief
you, I
Keenan.
appreciate that. And I agree with you about Paul.
Yep. We'll miss Paul at C Street. I see him in the morning. He's a bright light.
Yep, you got that right. Yep, he has a personality.
He certainly does. We wish him the best. Is he retiring?
I'm not exactly sure because he has other locations, so
Oh, okay.
one can never tell. One can never tell. So
Okay, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Gateway Donut LLC, DBA Dunkin' Donuts for a common victualler license for the Dunkin' Donuts at 360-364 C Street due to a change in ownership represented by Joe Murray, contingent upon a final inspection and approval from the Quincy Fire Department.
Second on the motion?
All in favor?
Hi,
Aye.
Good luck, Joe.
thanks,
great.
Joe.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Next is agenda item number 3. Hearing regarding the request of Tai Shi Inc. doing business as Tai Si, Claire Chen manager, for a change of license category from wines and malt beverage to all alcohol beverages for the premises located at 6264 Billings Road. In addition, the applicant requests to change the DBA to Tai Shi. Claire Chen is here representing. Hi, Claire, why don't you tell us what your plans are for Tai Shi?
Yes. So as you know, we already have wine and malt beverage license, but we want to change to all alcohol license. Our customer want to order the Korean soju, so the wine supply told us it's need a all alcohol license to order that one. So that's why we want to change the license, and also the DBA because we are the Asian restaurants, so we want to change to like a more like a Chinese pronunciation, not like a Thai restaurant. Like people always coming to order like it's a Thai restaurant, so I want to tell people it's we're not only like a Thai cuisine, we also do the most of the Chinese cuisine.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, concerns from anyone on the Zoom call?
Nope, I don't see anything.
None. Thank you. Board members, any questions, concerns?
Nope.
I do have a question. What will your hours be
Oh,
at the restaurant?
I think we register it's 11 a.m. to 12. I think, but right now our operating hour is 11 to 11 p.m. because
So
of the
you're going to go to 12 p.m.
Yeah, but
Okay. And are
we-
you
11
are you
p.m.
putting in a bar or is this for table service?
Just table service. We're not gonna do the bar.
Okay,
So
thank you.
Changes just the server and Korean soju.
Sojo.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Tai Chi Inc., DBA Thai C, Claire Chen manager for a change of license category from wines and malt beverages to all alcoholic beverages for the premises located at 62-64 Billings Road. In addition, the applicant requests a change in DBA to Tai Chi. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Represented by Claire Chen.
Thank you.
Second on the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Next is agenda item number 4, hearing regarding the request of Automotive Repair Facility, Inc., doing business as Vina Automotive Services for a garage repair license for the premise located at 10 Willard Street. Proposed manager, My Tran. Proposed hours of operation, Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 3. My Tran is here on the call. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Why don't you tell us what your plans are for Vina Automotive Services in garage repair?
Okay, full service for all vehicles, mechanical, body work. Most of the work will be done inside. Like you mentioned, the hours we're looking for is 8 to 6, Monday to Friday, Saturday 8 to 3. We've been working this for a little bit over 2 years now, so we're almost there, ready to open.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from anyone on the Zoom call in regards to?
Madam Clerk, this is Edward Fleming on behalf of Vina Auto as well. I'm just appearing to support Mimi in this license application. Just for the record, I represented Vina Auto before the Zoning Board of Appeals, by which they sought a special permit. So there was significant neighborhood involvement in the application as we went through the process. They obtained a special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals in 2019, and I know they've worked with Mr. Duca and the building department through all the renovations that they've made to the building in the meantime. But this has had an opportunity for the neighbors to participate in that through the assistance of Councilor Palmucci, who had invited them to a neighborhood meeting, and then we had public hearings before the board. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm seeing Charlene O'Leary with your hand up.
Hi, it's O'Reilly. We are actually the
sorry.
direct. That's okay. We're actually one of the residents in this neighborhood. Our property is directly behind this business, so we weren't able to go to the other meetings, unfortunately. But our question really is surrounding noise level with this building being up now. Could the owner just clarify, the level of noise this will bring, as we, including other neighbors close by, have very young children who live in this residential area, so we are worried about the noise level.
Okay, yeah, we did think about that part. That's why we put up the higher fence along with the trees, trying to be a little bit better with the noise. Most of the work will be done inside, so there's no work that's actually done outside. So that should not affect the noise level.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. And any others with any questions, concern regarding Vina Automotive Services? Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Automotive Repair Facility, Inc., DBA Vina Automotive Service for a garage repair license for the premises located at 10 Willard Street. Proposed manager is My Tran. Proposed hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturday 8 to 3, represented by My Tran.
Second on the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all set, My. Good luck.
Good luck.
Right, thank you.
Next is agenda item number 5, continued from August 17th, 2021. Hearing regarding the request of GB Holdings MA, LLC, doing business as GoPuff for a transfer all alcohol beverage store license currently held by Smith Inc., doing business as Regal Beagle, and to change the location of the license from 385 Hancock Street to 65 School Street. Proposed manager Nam Sam. Proposed hours of operation 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. as well. Attorney Joe Devlin is here. Joe is on the call. Hi, Joe. How are you? Why don't you tell us about what has gone, what your plans are, and what you've done since we last met on August 17th.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Joe Devlin. I'm a partner at Upton, Cannell and Devlin with offices at 112 Water Street in Boston, Massachusetts. Also on this call is Nam Sam, who's the proposed manager of record. His immediate boss, the regional manager, Edwin Santana, is also on the call, and Cameron Kilberg from the Government Affairs Department for the GoPuff. But when we were last here, there was, at the end of it, it was a question about the zoning and the use at this location. And the zoning enforcement officer very graciously said that he would speak to the client, which they did. The clients also had some conversations with the city, other conversations with the city. So I think the issue has been resolved. This is a retail location. We're confident about that. It's a walk-in retail. You can walk the aisles of the main shopping area. They do have a separate room where inventory is delivered from wholesalers and then stored until the shelves need to be replenished. So stock goes from the stock room out on the shelves, just like a regular convenience store. They do have deliveries, and they do have some reliance on software and electronics. That's a little different from the normal convenience store. But the deliveries isn't, the store across the street can do it. Auto parts store can do it. So it's a component of this. So we think that it's going to fit into the Quincy Center District, and it's going to bring a valuable product and service to the residential buildings that are going to be built there, and the mixed-use buildings that are going to be built there, and that are being built there. It's also going to have the positive of revitalizing this business, this building. We're sort of at the start of the process, though, because the way the liquor license process works is there's not a lot of licenses available. We had to take advantage of buying this one when it was on sale. And so it's a little bit the cart is before the horse. We're going to secure the license, and then they'll submit their plans to the building department and go from there. And the law is very clear on this. They can't use that license until they comply with all the other regulations of the city of Quincy. So we're looking forward to getting started on that. And I have a plethora of people here to answer any questions you might have. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you. And I'd like to open it up to public comment. If there's anyone with any questions, concerns on the Zoom call, to please raise their hand and come forward with your questions. Seeing none. Board members, any questions, concerns with GB Holdings Mass LLC doing business as GoPuff for the all transfer all alcohol beverage package store license currently held by Smith Regal Beagle for a change of location from 385 Hancock Street to 65 School Street? Seeing none. I
think
Mr.
Commissioner Castley.
Commissioner Castley.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just have a question of, were you able to talk to your abutting neighbors and see what their thoughts are on this from the last meeting, just to see if things have changed or if you were able to change their mind?
So I did reach out to Reverend Brown. I had 2 conversations with him. He is on this call. I would not say that I changed his mind. He was a super gracious guy. His problem is with a, kind of busy, frequented commercial business at that location and at that intersection. It's hard to get around that when we are putting a commercial business there. But I did have some outreach. I had my last conversation with him was great, very gracious man. But I would not say that I got him to come over to our side.
And then my last question is, going back to the August 17th, I have a note here. Traffic was one of the concerns from the abutting properties as well. And one of the notes I have here was a possible traffic sign of a no right turn or a no left turn.
It was actually, no left turn, right only and I think that we were all in favor of that.
Okay.
And I did reach out to Chris Walker with our concerns, and he was going to speak with traffic about that and get that implemented.
That's
Thank you.
That's not a problem from our perspective. It would be if that's a condition that works for us.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I've heard a lot of great things at your other store in Newton. So I think it'll be very successful here in Quincy.
Thank you.
I think John Rodefield.
John?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you. John Rodefield, 62 Grandma Road. Quick question. Is the name of the store GOPUFF, GoPuff? Is that the name? Am I correct in thinking that?
Correct.
Are they selling like tobacco, or like they selling like marijuana pipes or something there also? I mean, I don't understand the name.
No, the name's just the name that our CEOs came up with 8 years ago when they were young and in college. When this was actually started when they were in college at Drexel University. We do not sell marijuana products. We don't have anything to do with marijuana. Our name just gives that that idea, but it's not. We don't sell any marijuana products.
And it's too late to change it.
Yeah, it's kind of ingrained.
No, well, you said you're going to be delivering alcohol, and I know in Massachusetts, the Cannabis Control Commission is just introducing a delivery-only cannabis license where you actually can wholesale marijuana from other places from delivery only.
Yeah, we don't have
That's not the use here.
That's not the use here, and just from GoPuff's perspective, that's not a business model we've gone into at this point. So that would be far down the road if we decided to. But we're not doing that in any state.
Would they need? I mean, to like ask like Commissioner Duker, like if someone wanted to do that, would they need special zoning permission before they would even be allowed to do that?
Yes.
So they'd have to come to zoning, just almost like they had Attorney Fleming had to do with that car place like 2 years ago. They have to get permission and then do it. Okay. No, that sounds cool. Okay, I was just confused on the name. Sorry about that. I was upstairs watching the Affordable Trust meeting. They got 2 meetings going on at the same time, so that's why I was so quiet earlier. But thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
A couple of years ago, I did ask, hey, is there any chance you can change the name? And it had been grown too fast nationally. I just said, because it hit right at the time, right before our Cannabis Control Commission rules and regulations had come out. So that was the first question people were asking me. Well, it's not legal to sell it in Massachusetts. I was like, it has nothing to do with that. It's
right. Thank you for that clarification. Looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of GB Holdings Mass LLC doing business as GoPuff for a transfer of the all alcoholic beverages package store license currently held by Smith Inc., DBA Regal Beagle, and a change of location of the license from 385 Hancock Street to 65 School Street. Proposed manager is Nam Sam. Proposed hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Sundays, represented by Attorney Joe Devlin.
Sorry, what was the hours on Sunday?
10 to 11 p.m. 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
See you again.
Next, on the agenda is a late item, hearing regarding the request of the Rural Lodge of Freemasons, Quincy, for a one-day liquor license for a Celebration of Life event at the Masonic Hall at 20 Greenleaf Street on November 17th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Food and beverage will be provided by the Family Crest Catering. This is a private event, but is not an open bar, so the caterer put the request on for a one-day liquor license. So these people will be having an event, however, it is invitation only, and they will be selling the alcohol beverages by the caterer, Family Crest Catering. Any questions, concerns from anyone on the Zoom call? Seeing none. Board members, any questions or concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the request of Rural Lodge of Freemasons, Quincy, for a one-day liquor license for a Celebration of Life event at the Masonic Hall, 20 Greenleaf Street on November 17th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Food and beverage to be provided by Family Crest Catering.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All set. Okay, and looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the October 26th, 2021 hearing and waive the reading.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that does conclude our meeting today. Our next hearing is on November 23rd, 2021. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.